Hi, jewells68 here for Talk to Me Tuesday on Tuesday, January 12th. You'll see behind me I have a quilt top hanging. This is the quilt I'm working on for my brother's 50th birthday. He, as I think I mentioned last week, he's a musician, plays quite a few instruments, and I knew I had some remnants. They're bigger than what I would call scraps, but I had some remnants of musical fabric in my stash that were, I'm pretty sure, from the same line of fabric because the colors all go together. So that would be this right here. If you can see this one here. These two, I'm pretty sure, have to come from the same line of fabric. They're very similar, I guess. Actually, all of them, I think, pretty much go together. These seem to be the same print, only with a different background. So then I looked at those to decide on complementary colors to go with them, to piece into the top. I pulled out this sort of warm gold color, something not quite the same, but a similar type fabric. Both have some shimmer because these two fabrics both have quite a bit of shimmer in them. And then I had this treble clef fabric in my stash, just a remnant of that I picked up somewhere. I think it was in the remnant bin at Joann's. At some point when I was working on something and needed some black, I grabbed it. And then the other black is this just swirly fabric that I used on both mine and Phoebe's Project of Doom, and I've used a lot in piecing. So I still have to add a border. It's not quite as big as I would like. My original plan was to quilt as you go, and I didn't remember that until I had 3 rows pieced together, and then I said, screw it, I'll just piece the top, and I'll just have to wrestle with it while I quilt it. So I used this off-white Kona cotton to separate them, since I basically didn't follow a pattern. I just let the size of the fabric pieces dictate how wide the rows were, or how tall the rows were, and decided to make this big one here because I had the largest swatch of that. I don't think that's a word, swatch. The largest piece of that. So I decided to make that the focal fabric, and then pull everything else out from that. So, yeah, so I just let that dictate all of it. I made it up as I went. Tried to come up with, based on what fabric I had, I tried to come up with at least 2 rows of each music fabric, pieced with whatever the opposing fabric is. After I got this together, after I put this piece together, I had already done these two, and I decided that that I would just use the 1 row and then add a border. And then I still have 1 piece of this, which again is my focal fabric. I have 1 big piece of this. It's an 18-inch square, and I'm going to piece it into the back so that I can use it. And then the only other music fabric that I had that I wanted to use was from my mom's stash, and it's this awesome like border fabric, but I couldn't decide on how to use it in the quilt itself. So I've decided to probably take the black with musical notes and piece that into the back also, and then I will use this border fabric of keyboards to make the pillowcase to wrap it in. So I will use that for the cuff of a pillowcase. I think that would be fun. So, all right, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to show. I Want to Believe. Finally got to show our first block on that. I don't have it in my hands, but I will insert a picture of that here. And I can't show you block 2 because it doesn't come out till tomorrow. So I look forward to watching all your videos, and I will see you next week. Bye!